Hey guys, it's Georgia. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If y'all are new here, welcome to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I'm going to be making my own baby tee design using iron-on vinyls from my Cricut machine. So yeah, I'm just going to talk you through the process of how I designed it and how I actually made it a reality. While this exact item is not going to be available, I am in the process of making a couple of different baby tee designs that are going to be available on my Etsy, hopefully this coming weekend, if not next weekend. If you guys wanted to purchase any, they're not gonna all just be the same one that I make in here. I have a couple different phrases, a couple different sayings, stuff like that. But yeah, I hope you guys like it, and yeah, let's just get started. Alright, so to start this project, I'm going to be creating my design in Canva. I'm just using a presentation outline just because it's the widest and most blank one, so I can get the best image quality. Just adding a heading, and I want this t-shirt to say 100% delusional, so just writing the word delusional in all caps letters. Searching for my font, I looked this up beforehand. I wanted to use the same one that they use in the I Heart New York t-shirts. After I got that on there, made it the right size and shape that I wanted. I am just enlarging it so it fills the entire presentation space. Next, making that as big as it possibly can to fill the whole screen, and I just took a screenshot of this so that I could download it onto my computer since I don't pay for the premium Canva. Now that it's on my computer and I have the screenshot, I can simply go in and edit my picture, and I'm just cropping it so that all you can see is the black and white of the black of the words delusional and the white of the outline. I'm starting a new project in the Cricut app. I have to upload my image, so just going there, uploading my image from my computer, choosing that picture clearly, and deciding that it's a simple image type, manually removing the white spaces from inside of the letters, so the D, the O, and the A, so that the Cricut machine knows to cut those out rather than just leave them blank. And now that that's there, I can just hit apply, so then that sticker is just the letters, and make sure it's to cut the image, not draw on vinyl. There we go, and now I can upload that into my canvas. Cricut does have a type option where I could have typed it myself, but it would have been very hard for me to get the dimensions I wanted and for the letters to all be spaced out the same way because of how their fonts work. So after I figured out what size I wanted it to be, which I did by measuring my shirt earlier, I just typed that into the size requirements for the picture. Noticed that that looked a little bit strange, so I just tweaked it so that it would still work on my shirt, but it wouldn't be as weird, and just making sure that it is as close to the top as possible, so I use as little of the iron-on as possible so I can use whatever's left over for a different project. Once I got the delusional done, I did do the 100% a different way, just typed it in because it was smaller, but with that design done, I can add it to baby tee so I can easily click on it to print, and now we're ready to cut. So this is the Cricut. I do just have the Cricut Joy, it's just the smaller one. And let's start with the delusional one. I make sure to mirror it because this cuts out on the back, so it cuts the part that will be ironed directly onto the t-shirt rather than cutting what would be, the front of it. So as it was cutting, I just load the machine in, the paper just gets stuck by these two little printer rods, and it just goes like that. It's pretty much a fancy X-Acto knife that just does whatever you tell a computer to do to cut it out. It's pretty much a printer but with a knife instead of ink. So this is just cutting the vinyl out. Again, this side that we're seeing is what's going to be attached to the t-shirt, so it is cutting it backwards or mirrored so that it looks correct once it is on. And now that that is all done, just sort of pushes it all out, and you can kind of see the lines. It's pretty hard because it is just black. But once I have that part done, I can go and do the same process with the 100%, making sure to mirror it. So again, it can be attached the right way, loading all of my material in, cutting this one. The other one, I did just do a normal plain black vinyl, but I wanted to have a little bit of differentiation between the 100% and the delusional to make it just a little bit more fun while remaining cost effective. So I did use this fancy glitter paper for the 100%. It was much smaller, so I know it would not have worked for both parts, and it was about the same price as the original just black one, so I thought that it's good to use to add a couple accents, but not for the entire design. And here we go. Now I can start assembling. So I use this like dental pick tool. This comes with the Cricut tools. This is an actual like thing that they sell, and I'm just sort of using that to remove the vinyl from that top sticker sheet. I just cut what was left over so I can use the rest of the vinyl that wasn't cut on Delusional for a different project like I said earlier, but I'm pretty much just ripping off any part of the iron-on that isn't the phrase itself so that only the phrase gets ironed on and it stays on the sticker so that they don't move when I'm ironing and placing. And there we have the Delusional part, and it's the same process on the small one. The smaller one was a little bit more difficult because the glittery vinyl is a little bit thicker, so it did have many more instances of the numbers popping up, so I just had to make sure to keep those pressed down onto the sticker so that I had everything in place and didn't have any issues, and I didn't want to have to place anything myself so that it was all uniform and much more together. But with those all done, it's very easy. It's time to start ironing. So I do have, this shirt is old. It's my sister's old shirt, which is why there's a couple little stains on it, but it is just a plain white baby tee. It does say that you should add the paper, or I used a kitchen towel, but you just need to add something in between so it doesn't iron onto both sides, adding the sticker where I wanted it, and just putting another kitchen towel on top so that that sticky part that doesn't get ironed on doesn't get stuck to my iron itself. Now that I had it all set up, it was very easy to just sit and hold it iron on. There is a Cricut item itself that you just would place on and set a timer, and it would do this whole process for you, but I do not have this, and a normal iron seemed to work just fine. There were no set time requirements, so I did just sort of estimate. I probably did about 2 minutes on each section, and I checked it every minute or so. But once I had the sections all done, I was able to peel the sticker off. It was very, very satisfying. It was also insanely scary because I didn't want to mess it up and have to restart. So I was going quite carefully, trying to pull from other sections so it didn't all pull the letters off. And once I had that original sticker off and the design was on, I did just go over it with a once over. I probably did this for like a minute straight, just sort of dragging to make sure the design didn't move. Next, I am doing the same exact process. I kept that original washcloth in there and just putting the 100% sort of on top of and in the middle of the Delusional so that it clearly says 100% Delusional. This one did only take like 30 seconds because it is much smaller, peeling that sticker off, and again, just ironing that on, making sure it gets stuck on there. But once that is done, it is all finished. I really do like this shirt a lot. I pride myself in being delusional. I like to use it to manifest, so I think having a shirt that says 100% delusional is just letting people know who I am and how I act. But it was really fun to make this. Again, like I said, the ones that I am designing are going to be made a different way. They're going to be from a outside supplier, but the designs will be all my own. So if you wanted to purchase one of those, either this weekend or next weekend, again, I'm not sure when I will be posting those, they will be available in my Etsy shop, link down below, as well as my Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all that, if you want to see more from me and all my friends. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Comment if you want more videos of me making t-shirts. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good night. Bye.